Hello everyone, my name is Brianna and today I'm going to be discussing the con side of dietary supplement regulation. So I'm sure you guys have heard, but the dietary supplement industry is booming. I'm sure you've heard from colleagues, people around you that they're trying this new pill to see if it helps them lose some weight or just helps them work out a little bit harder. It's just been going crazy. So first things first, let's define what a dietary supplement is. So according to the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act of 1994, Congress defines a dietary supplement as a product meant to be ingested among other requirements containing a dietary ingredient with intention to supplement the diet. That's a lot of words, so let's get into what that actually means. So a dietary ingredient includes vitamins, minerals, herbs, botanicals, and amino acids, while dietary supplements include things such as enzymes, probiotics, concentrates, metabolites, constituents, extracts, or any combination of any dietary ingredient. These can come in many forms. They can be pills, they can be powders, they can be gummies, they can be soft gels, they can be liquids. Anything you can think of, there is more likely than not a dietary supplement in that form. So under current laws, dietary supplements are actually not regulated the same way that conventional medications are regulated. In fact, the FDA actually does not have authority to approve the safety or effectiveness of dietary supplements before they hit the market. The manufacturer is required by the FDA to follow good manufacturing practices to help ensure purity, identity, strength, quality, and composition of their product though. The only time a manufacturer is required to notify the FDA about a product they intend to hit the market is if it's considered a new dietary ingredient. So under the Health, Dietary Supplement and Education Act, notification is actually only required for the new dietary supplements if they were not sold in the US before October 15th of 1994. The FDA's role generally starts after the product is sold to consumers by way of post-market surveillance system for adverse events. So proponents for stricter oversight argue that dietary supplements should undergo the same clinical trials and approval process such as pharmaceutical drugs to protect consumers from misleading claims or unsafe products. This is actually not a fair comparison because dietary supplements are meant to support your health while drugs are used to treat or cure a disease. So supplements provide nutritional support gradually while most drugs offer more of an immediate effect on a disease or a sickness. So it's just not really a fair comparison. Pharmaceuticals have a way higher risk of complication than these do. So the process of clinical trials and FDA approval stages costs millions of dollars for one drug and typically takes 10 to 15 years. This is not practical at all for the supplement industry. This is especially true for small businesses who could be driven out of the market because of this, ultimately leading to less competition, higher prices, and much more limited choices for consumers. Proponents argue that the current laws severely limit what the FDA can do to ensure the supplements are safe, effective, and constructed under good manufacturing practices. The FDA is responsible for enforcing the laws and regulations governing dietary supplements. The agency is allowed to conduct inspections of manufacturing facilities to identify violations. However, according to the Council for Responsible Nutrition, the FDA was only inspecting roughly 5% each year prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. So before after 2020, this changed. The CRN president, Steve Mister, stated that the FDA is not consistently following through on warning letters issued to firms in violation of these FDA requirements. The lack of follow-up and actions of enforcement on warning letters shows the lack of consequences for those who are disregarding the law. Another common argument is the possibility of harm and adverse events associated with these supplements. It is true that some supplements have caused harm and even death, but it's important to consider the risk percentage. A study published in Annals of Pharmacotherapy in 2018 showed that adverse events linked to dietary supplements were 2% based on data from the Center for Food Safety and Applied Nutrition Adverse Event Reporting System. Another study that was published in the New England Journal of Medicine stated that out of the estimated 23,000 emergency room visits each year from 2004 to 2013 in the US for adverse events associated with these dietary supplements, the majority of these visits involved cardiovascular adverse effects from weight loss or herbal energy products among young adults. Targeting interventions and stricter oversight of these specific products would be justified and reasonable considering this. But according to the CDC and National Center for Health Statistics, multivitamins are actually the most used dietary supplements. I don't know about you, but I took vitamins as a kid quite a bit. Considering multivitamins uses have been increased with the aging population, it's not practical or ethical to increase costs for consumers that would quite possibly be on a fixed income. That could be on a fixed income. The supplement industry has positive effects on jobs, wages, and taxes in the U.S., and according to the Council for Responsible Nutrition, in 2023, the dietary supplement industry contributed $156 billion to the U.S. economy and $20 billion in taxes. That is a lot. There are ways to reduce the risk of harm associated with dietary supplements. There are quality certification programs that independently assess the quality, purity, and potency of these supplements. The Journal of Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics lists 3 programs in the United States. These organizations are ConsumerLab.com, NSF International, and the U.S. Pharmacopeal Convention. Consumers should look for these certification seals on supplement labels when they are in the market. Healthcare workers should consistently ask their patients what supplements they are using and verify their safety for the situation. Increased public awareness is key for this issue, and thank you for your time.